Today I'm going to show you how to use the for loop in Bash, which is something that I use all the time. The basic syntax is a lot like the for each loop in other languages. It's for variable in list, do some commands, and then done. So the first example, we're going to go and print off my grocery list. In this case, I've got carrots, peas, and chicken all assigned to a variable. So to print that off, I do for, the variable name is item that I chose, in groceries, $do, don't forget the done, and then echo $item. Let's test that out. And there's my list. The next method is to be able to capture the output of a command and iterate it with a for loop. So it's for variable name in this case $parens, or you could use backticks, but those are falling out of favor. I'm going to use ls for the command, do, and then done. Then again, echo $n. This will print off all the contents of that folder, just like the ls command does. Another use for the for loop is to print off a sequence of numbers. So we have for n in, and then if you do two curly braces, the starting number, ending number, and do and done, we can print off 1 through 100. Let's test it out. And we've got all the numbers between 1 and 100. Sometimes you don't want to do all the numbers right in a row, and so you might want to skip a few. If you add 2 more dots and the number I want to skip, this one will print off every 5. 1, 6, 11, every 5. And I expect there are at least a few of you that would like to be able to do it just like you do with other languages, more like the C style for loop, and you can do that as well with double parens, and you can have your 3 different expressions just like you're used to. This isn't one that I use all the time. Most of the time I'll use some of the other methods because this is a lot more typing. Now it's your turn. I want you to create a script that prints off all numbers between 1 and 100, and if the number is divisible by 5, print 5 plus signs after it, just like this example here. Hit pause, give it a try, and come back and we'll do it together. This is a great example to use a for loop, and so I'm going to use the curly braces ... notation. Now if you use one of the other methods of going 1 through 100, that works just fine. Okay, let's print off $n, and since I often mess up, I'm going to give this one a test just to make sure that I did it right. Okay, we're good. So now we need to add the if statement. We need to say if is divisible by 5 to print off those 5 plus signs. So we're going to do if, and then, and finally the fee. Now the trick on this one is the conditional statement. We learned that double parens allows us to do math in Bash, so we'll do double parens, and then if $n mod 5 minus EQ is for integers, so if it equals 0, then we'll print off 5 plus signs. Let's test it and run it and see what happens. Hey, we got it.